in the cosmic ocean of Bharat's spiritual heritage, where history and mythology blend like sacred rivers, meeting at Triveni, few stories capture the profound warning against unchecked ambition and the fall from grace, like the tale of Nahusha, a mortal king who dared to walk among the gods and fell, cursed into a serpent, not by fate, but by the weight of his own ego. Born of the illustrious Chandravamsha, the lunar dynasty, Nahusha's lineage was steeped in greatness. He was descended from none other than the moon god Chandra himself. His father, King Ayu, was righteous, and his mother, Indumati, graceful and learned. From the moment Nahusha was born, sages whispered that his aura was unlike that of ordinary men. It shimmered with divine potential. As a boy, Nahusha was unlike any other prince. He was inquisitive, kind, curious, and deeply rooted in Dharma. He would sit for hours with his guru, asking questions not about conquest, but about karma, liberation, and the nature of time. He excelled in the study of the Vedas, archery, governance, and the subtle balance between earthly power and spiritual detachment. When he took the throne of Prithvi, the earth realm, his rule was celebrated across the three worlds. Kings sought his counsel, rishis blessed him, and the gods smiled upon him. It is said that even the seasons moved in harmony during his reign. Rain fell exactly when needed. Crops bloomed in abundance. Justice flourished. The people called him a Rajashi, a king who lived like a sage. But far above, in the divine realm of Swarga, trouble brewed. Indra, the king of gods, had committed a grave sin, killing Vritra, a Brahmin by birth, though a demon by karma. This act, though necessary for protecting the Devas, left Indra tainted, consumed by guilt and the curse of Brahmanicide. Indra vanished into hiding. His absence sent tremors through Swarga. Without a ruler, heaven lost order. The balance between Devas and Asuras threatened to collapse. The Devas, panicked, turned to the ancient and eternal Saptarishis, who convened in meditation to seek a replacement. After days of deep spiritual sight, they saw a radiant human soul glowing on earth, Nahusha. Unlike most mortals, his virtue was spotless. Unlike most kings, he didn't crave power, so they came to him, not as kings come to kings, but as divinities seeking balance. Nahusha was stunned. How can a mortal sit on Indra's throne? He asked. Swarga is not built for those born of the earth. But the sages insisted. They told him it was not power they offered, but responsibility, to guard the heavenly order until Indra was purified. After days of yajnas and inner debate, Nahusha agreed. He ascended not with pride, but with surrender. His coronation was marked with the sound of celestial conches, rain of heavenly flowers, and chants from all directions. He was bathed in golden light as he took the seat of Indra. At first, he was perfect, humble, wise, and balanced. He took counsel from Brihaspati, the divine teacher. He respected the rishis and protected the cosmic law. He led Swarga as a caretaker, not a conqueror. But slowly, Swarga worked its illusions, surrounded by apsaras, flattered by devas, praised constantly by lesser gods. A seed began to grow within him, a dangerous seed, ego, and like all seeds in fertile ground, it grew silently. Nahusha began to ask, "Am I not as worthy as Indra? If I maintain order, receive reverence, and uphold Dharma, why should I be temporary?" The Devas, sensing the change, grew silent. Nahusha's speech grew sharper. He demanded rituals in his name. He declared that the Devas bow, not to memory of Indra, but to him. Shachi, the queen of Indra, kept her distance, observing in sorrow the fall of a man once praised by sages. Her grace, unmatched in the three worlds, caught Nahusha's attention. In a fatal moment of arrogance, he declared he would marry her. Shachi refused with dignity. "You sit on Indra's seat," she said, "but you do not carry his soul." Nahusha burned with humiliation. How could she defy him? He sent word. She was to be brought to him, carried not by chariots or animals, but by the shoulders of the greatest sages alive, Atri, Vasishtha, Brigu, and the towering Agastya. The sages, bound to cosmic duty, obeyed in silence. As they bore his golden palanquin through the skies, Nahusha fumed at their deliberate pace. "Faster!" he screamed. "Faster, you old men!" The sages said nothing. Then, in his final mistake, Nahusha lifted his leg and kicked Agastya. "Sapa! Sapa!" he shouted, meaning, "Move faster!" Agastya stopped, his eyes burning with the fire of tapasya. He turned and said, "Sapa Bhava, become a serpent." That single utterance shattered the skies. Nahusha's form began to collapse. His limbs shriveled, his face contorted. He fell from the palanquin, his golden robes torn apart by coils of blackness. His body lengthened, his tongue split. His eyes turned to cold embers. Screaming, twisting, cursed, he plummeted from Swarga like a meteor, landing in a distant forest. The earth shuddered. The king of gods had become a snake. There he slithered, huge and alone, for countless yugas. Once a king, now crawling in shadows. But Nahusha did not rage. He did not blame the curse. Instead, he meditated. For thousands of years, he reflected on his rise and fall. He recalled every praise that had inflated his ego, every sage he had ignored, and every moment he had chosen pride over peace. Slowly, like a snake shedding its skin, his soul began to purify. His penance was long, not out of punishment, but realization. And finally, during the exile of the Pandavas, fate brought him to Yudhishthira, the embodiment of Dharma. Nahusha, still in serpent form, stopped him and asked him profound questions. What is truth? Is Dharma absolute or relative? Can one be righteous while facing injustice? Yudhishthira answered with balance, humility, and clarity. The snake, Nahusha, was silent. Then he wept. His tears burned the forest floor. He said, "This is the wisdom I forgot when I sat on the throne." In that moment, the curse lifted. His form dissolved into light. Nahusha was free. He did not return to rule, nor to Swarga. He passed into liberation. His soul joined the great rishis, not as a king, but as a redeemed seeker. His story lives on in the Vedas, in the Mahabharata, and in the silent whispers of forest winds, reminding every soul that even kings must bow, that power must never eclipse humility, and that every fall, however dark, can be a step toward inner light. Nahusha's journey from throne to soil, from serpent to sage, is not just a myth. It is a mirror, for in each of us lies a king, tempted by pride, and in each of us, a sage waiting to awaken.